You're about to book a plane seat, and in less than 10 seconds, you might accidentally ruin your entire flight. Not because you chose the wrong seat randomly, but because airlines want you to choose it. The seat map you see is not neutral, it's engineered. Every click you make is being guided, influenced, and quietly manipulated. And in 2026, the rules have completely changed. What used to be smart travel advice can now cost you comfort, money, and sanity. In this video from the Travel Flow, you're going to learn what actually works today. Number 10. The aisle seat trap nobody talks about. For years, the aisle seat felt like the ultimate power move. Easy access, quick exit, freedom to stretch. But in 2026, that same choice can quietly backfire. Airlines have changed boarding strategies in a way that puts aisle passengers at a disadvantage. You board later, which means overhead space is often gone before you even step inside. Now you're forced to place your bag far away or gate check it. Even worse, the aisle exposes you to constant interruptions. Passing carts, passengers brushing against you, people stopping beside you. What once felt like convenience now becomes non-stop disturbance. If you're planning to carry a bag on board, the aisle is no longer the safe bet it used to be. It's a calculated risk. Number 9. Why window seats can secretly ruin your flight. The window seat looks peaceful. A wall to lean on, a view to enjoy, and control over your space. But there's a hidden factor most travelers ignore completely. Flight direction. Morning eastbound flights turn your window into a spotlight. Evening westbound flights do the same. You're stuck dealing with harsh sunlight for hours with limited escape. And then there's mobility. Once you're seated, getting out becomes a negotiation. If the person next to you is asleep, you're trapped. So while the window seat offers privacy, it also locks you into your position. It's perfect for some situations, but a nightmare in others. Choosing it blindly is where most travelers go wrong. Number 8. The middle seat strategy that feels wrong but works. Everyone avoids the middle seat. That's exactly why it can work in your favor. On flights that aren't completely full, choosing the middle seat intentionally can increase your chances of having both sides empty. Most people will pick aisle or window first, leaving your row less attractive. This flips the usual logic. Instead of competing for popular seats, you step away from the crowd. If the flight stays partially empty, you gain space, comfort, and sometimes an entire row. It doesn't always work, especially on busy routes, but when it does, it feels like an upgrade without paying anything extra. Smart travelers use this strategy quietly because it goes against everything most people believe. Number 7. The front row myth that costs you comfort. Sitting near the front feels premium. Faster exit, early service, and a sense of priority. But this perception is exactly what airlines use. The front section often attracts families traveling with young children. It makes sense for them, but it changes your experience completely. Instead of a calm environment, you may end up surrounded by noise and constant movement. Meanwhile, the back of the plane, often ignored, can be quieter and less crowded. On flights that aren't full, empty seats tend to appear more frequently in the rear rows. That means more space and fewer distractions. Choosing the front isn't always wrong, but assuming it's always better is a mistake that costs you comfort. Number 6. The seats you should avoid at all costs. There are certain seats that can ruin even the shortest flight, and airlines rarely make this obvious. The last row is one of the worst. No recline, constant traffic near the restroom, and limited overhead space. It's a combination that creates non-stop discomfort. Then there are seats right before exit rows. They look normal, priced normally, but they often don't recline due to safety restrictions. You pay full price for a restricted experience. Bulkhead seats can also mislead you. While they offer legroom, They remove storage space and limit flexibility with fixed armrests. Before selecting your seat, zoom in, check positioning, and think beyond the basic layout. One small oversight can turn hours into frustration. Number 5. Why your aircraft type matters more than your seat number. You might think seat 14A is always the same. It's not. That exact seat can feel completely different depending on the aircraft. A wide-body plane offers more space, higher ceilings, and better comfort, while a narrow-body aircraft can feel tight and restrictive. Airlines can also change the aircraft at the last minute. What you carefully selected weeks ago can instantly turn into something worse without any warning. That's why checking the aircraft type before and even after booking is critical. Smarter travelers don't just pick seats, they study the plane itself, because the difference between a comfortable flight and a cramped one often has nothing to do with your seat number and everything to do with the aircraft. Number 4. The hidden game behind basic economy seats. If you've ever booked a cheap ticket and waited for your seat assignment, you've already been part of the system. Basic economy isn't random, it's designed. Airlines use algorithms to place you in the least desirable spots first. Middle seats, back rows, and seats near restrooms are commonly assigned. This creates discomfort on purpose. Why? Because it pushes you to pay extra next time just to avoid the uncertainty. Even families are sometimes split up strategically, increasing the pressure to upgrade. The entire experience is built to make you feel uneasy before your flight even begins. The best move here is simple. Check in exactly when it opens. That moment can unlock better seat options that weren't available before. Timing becomes your advantage. Number 3. The 24-hour window. That changes everything. Most travelers think their seat is locked in after booking. That's not true. The real opportunity begins 24 hours before departure. This is when business travelers cancel, elite passengers get upgraded, and premium seats suddenly open up. What was unavailable before can now be right in front of you for free. But you have to act fast. The second check-in opens, log into the airline app and scan the seat map again. Seats in better rows, exit rows, or quieter sections can appear without warning. This is where patience beats early booking. Travelers who understand this timing consistently get better seats without paying extra. Number 2. The book apart trick that creates extra space. If you're traveling with someone, the natural instinct is to sit together. But there's a smarter approach. Book the aisle and the window, leaving the middle seat empty. Most people avoid the middle, so there's a strong chance it stays unoccupied on less crowded flights. That gives you extra room, more comfort, and a better overall experience. And if someone does get assigned that middle seat, the solution is simple. Offer them either the aisle or window. Almost everyone will accept, and you still end up sitting together. This strategy works best on midweek or less busy flights. It's simple, effective, and surprisingly powerful. Number 1. The real secret airlines don't want you to know. The biggest advantage you can have isn't a specific seat. It's understanding the system. Airlines design everything around predictable behavior. They expect you to choose quickly, follow habits, and avoid risk. But when you slow down, research the aircraft, check the seat map again at the right time, and use strategic booking methods, you break that system. You stop reacting and start controlling your experience. That's the real difference between an average flight and a comfortable one. It's not luck, it's awareness. Choosing the best seat in 2026 is no longer about window or aisle. It's about strategy, timing, and understanding how the system works behind the scenes. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever picked a seat that completely ruined your flight, or maybe one that surprised you in a good way? If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe to The Travel Flow for more smart travel strategies that actually work.